Good afternoon, ladies. I am so excited to hop on really quickly and chat with you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Allie Christian. I lead this group and I am the business blueprinter. So I help female entrepreneurs develop successful online businesses through simple, non-anxiety causing ways. And I help people crack the code on the seemingly confusing and overwhelming business strategy that is thrown at you. On how to develop a successful online business. So today I am going to chat about doing what feels right in your business. So this is something that God laid on my heart today, and I knew I needed to hop on and share this with you. Earlier today, I had an awesome group call with my personal business mentor. And we were talking about making a sale, selling clients. And one thing that struck me was that we really need to make sure that we are actually doing what feels good for us and not just going through the flow of what even our coaches are telling us to do, or what the latest ebook on how to raise a successful online business is telling us to do, but to truly follow what our gut is telling us to do. One of the best parts of being an entrepreneur is that you are totally in charge of your business. So you get to decide what content you put out, your branding, what message you want to share with people, who you want to relay yourself to be, and you are totally in charge of how you want to run your business. So you don't need to be listening to the top coaches in the business, business coaches, Chalene Johnson. You don't need to be Chalene Johnson. You need to be yourself. You don't need to be Allie Christian. You need to be yourself. Our audience can see when we are not being genuine and when we are not being ourselves. And you have been given unique gifts and talents and characteristics from God, and you need to make sure that you are utilizing those and glorifying Him with those, and making sure that you're not trying to cover them up or trying to be somebody who you're not just to make a buck or to develop a successful business, because at the end of the day, you will not be successful if you are not being yourself. So let's dive in. First of all, excuse my crazy hair. It is a gorgeous day here in New York, and so I took Addie outside and we were playing, and it's just a really great day here. So I hope you mamas out there totally understand the crazy hair thing, but that is how I like to run my business. It is me, my hair is crazy, and that's just how we do things around here. So the first thing I want to talk about is, for those of you that are Christians, we have the Spirit inside of us, right? So the Spirit of God is telling us, directing us, helping us out in all aspects of life with any situation that we're in. He gives us discernment and helps us understand really what to do. So if you are a Christian female entrepreneur, the Spirit is even guiding you in things that have to do with your business, and you need to make sure that you are listening to the Spirit. I promise you, you do not want to be outside of God's will or disobeying Him in your business, because ultimately you will not be successful. So do not trade anything for the convictions of the Spirit. If you are not a Christian, you also have a conscience, and Christians, you have a conscience as well, but you also have the Spirit. If you're not a Christian, you simply have your conscience, and your conscience is guiding you and helping you understand what feels right in your business. So if there are certain things that don't feel right in your business, and I'm not even talking like fraud or scamming people, but things like, you'd rather use email. You're not a huge fan of Messenger, so you'd rather use email instead of Messenger. Do that. All of us have a conscience, and we know what feels best. Based on our personality, based on our experiences, we know what feels best. So make sure that you're also following your conscience when you are developing your business. Okay, so that's going to be huge, and that is one huge thing that guides you. If you feel like, you know what, makeup is just not my thing, doing my hair every day is just not my thing, that's not my thing, and my branding is all about simplicity and being natural and upfront and sharing with people, talking with clients, telling them how it is in a loving, gentle way, not being, not feeling like I have to do my hair every day or put makeup on and feel all put together, but truly just being myself. If putting makeup on and doing your hair feels right for you and your business, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. I promise you that your branding and your business will radiate who you are, and it will be it will resonate so much more with your ideal clients. So the people who you're trying to work with, who you truly will be satisfied working with. Some more examples of things that may or may not feel right in your business. I already talked about email versus messenger. So one thing that I did earlier in my business was I sent out a ton of emails. I never really connected with people. I didn't take time to, connect with them on social media or send a personal message on Facebook Messenger to them. I just sent email after email after email, thinking that this was a great way to develop relationships with people. I could show them exactly who I was. But that was just it. I was just showing them who I was, sharing with them information, offering sales to them, and not really connecting with them. And so now, as I have advanced in my business, I realize that's something that doesn't feel right to me. I love relationships. I love being able to talk with people and get to know them and even truly understand if they're a right fit for my program. So with my one-on-one coaching program, for example, I don't just accept anybody. It has to be the right person so that not only am I happier, but my client or this potential client is happier. So that is something that is really important for me, is building relationships. And for me, it feels right to do it not only over email, but email as well as Messenger and over the phone. Get on the phone with your clients. It's huge. But those are my 3 favorite ways. So I don't have just one way, but I've discovered that I need to utilize all 3 of those different ways. Another way is, and this is a big thing in, especially in MLM companies, is if you don't feel right or comfortable about messaging somebody on Facebook. For example, you just friended them, they accepted your friend request, and you send them a message. If that doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it. If you're not comfortable with randomly friending or even messaging a stranger, then don't do it. There is no rule book other than your own in your business. So make sure that if it does not feel comfortable to you, that you don't do it. It will not turn out well at the end of the day. You will feel awkward. Your clients will feel awkward, or this potential client that you're talking to will feel awkward. They won't get a genuine sense of care. And ultimately, it's a lose-lose for both people. I'm going to touch on that a little bit more in just a few minutes. But my final example is sales funnels. So sales funnels are something where you basically get your client's email or potential client email address, and then you kind of bring them through this funnel. And at the bottom of the funnel, the goal is for somebody to buy your program or opt in to something that you have going on, to purchase something that you are offering. If sales funnels don't feel right to you, don't do them. Yes, if sales funnels don't feel right to you, do not do them. I know this sounds like crazy talk because you're told all the time from all of these big names, or maybe from your own personal business coach, sales funnels, sales funnels, sales funnels. But at the end of the day, you don't have to follow the textbook checklist type of sales funnel that they are talking about. There are so many different ways to produce a sales funnel. You can produce a sales funnel on Facebook Messenger instead of just sending email after email. If sending a sales funnel via email does not feel right to you, or doesn't feel good, not necessarily like it's wrong morally, but it doesn't feel good, don't do it. I actually just was on a call with an extremely successful coach, and she was just sharing with me how she does not really utilize email. She uses Facebook Messenger, and it blew my mind because we are so accustomed to Facebook Messenger being super spammy, and I personally have tried to avoid it because I felt spammy with it. And I wanted to be more formal with using email. But she said that she loves to hop on Messenger and just chat with somebody or be able to truly connect with people that way. And that is how she drives her sales instead of an official sales funnel. So I know this is totally unconventional, but do what feels good to you. Now, that being said, that does not mean that if you are lazy, for lack of a better term, about sending out emails that you have an excuse now. If you truly know that emails work best in your business and you know that they provide the most conversions, you need to do the hard work. Don't be lazy, get on email, get those clients. But if it doesn't feel right to you and it's something that is really uncomfortable, you feel like you're not very good at creating emails, either A, hire somebody to write those emails for you, or practice. Just do it, okay? Don't be lazy about it. All right, now, I touched a little bit on messaging via Facebook or even Instagram. By now, you have already probably all been spammed by one person or another. Somebody gets on Messenger or somebody friends you and sends you a message right away and says, hey, I'm so glad that you're my friend now. It's so great to connect with you. I work for an oils company and I'm trying to meet a business goal. Would you be willing to help me out? Your first thought is, this is so out of line and so annoying. It's offensive. Nobody wants to be spammed like that, right? So that's why I steered away from Messenger. But here's the thing, Messenger can truly be a force for good. Now, that being said, you need to remember that in business, there is the key bottom line, don't ever forget it, is the know, like, trust factor. So you would not just go to a party, walk up to a random person and say, hi, I'm Allie. I own my own business. I help women develop successful businesses in a simple way that keeps them from being anxious and overwhelmed and frustrated, because I have been there before. This is my website. Here's my card. I hope that you buy this package from me because I have a really great coaching package and I know that you would really benefit from it. Even though I don't know anything about you, you would not walk in and do that, right? Just like you wouldn't be invited to a party where there are people that you don't know, walk in, get up on a table and shout, hi, I'm Allie. I have a really great coaching program. I know that a lot of you don't even know me. Some of you don't even care to know me, but I'm going to share this with you. Nobody likes that girl, right? So make sure that you are not being that girl. Don't get up on the cocktail table and start shouting. Don't walk up to the first person that you see, or in this case, don't message somebody right away. Offer them your link, offer them your promotion, share with them who you are, what you do. Make sure that you feel good about what you're doing, because I know that if you are doing that, you are messaging people, spamming them, you're not feeling good about that, right? At the end of the day, you're like, I wouldn't really do this in real life. This doesn't feel good. I don't even feel like it's right morally. Don't do that, okay? There are other ways to connect, and it's called relationship building and doing what feels good in your business, okay? So the 3 things that I want you to keep in mind are: make sure that you're following the Spirit if you're a Christian, or your conscience. Make sure that you're doing what feels right in your business. Don't do anything that feels icky or just doesn't work well with your personality. For example, putting on makeup and doing your hair every day if you're just not a makeup and hair kind of person. Do what feels right in your business. And then make sure that you are practicing the know, like, and trust factor. You have to get people to know you. You have to get to know people first, okay? And make sure that you genuinely are caring about them. Make sure that you truly get to know them. Develop a relationship where you like each other, and from there, your clients will come, okay? So I hope this was even a little bit helpful. Please feel free to drop your thoughts below. If you joined us live, thank you so much for watching. And if you are watching the replay, I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to drop any questions that you have below. I will be on here a couple more times throughout the day, and I will be sure to answer your questions. All right, love you ladies. Bye-bye.